In the last video, we looked at logging in and selecting a project. In this video, we'll look at the Data Modules menu and the DMRL View. The Data Modules menu gives us access to the primary functions of the NeXuS S1000D cloud system. The first sub-menu item, DMRL, is where you can access the list of data modules and is where the users will spend most of their time. Other sub-menu items include publishing, import and export. These will be covered later, but for now, let's look at the DMRL view. Opening the DMRL gives us the entire list of data modules in the selected project. The view is customizable and the user can reorder columns, filter and sort the list based on various criteria, including status. You can also filter the list to only show items which are currently assigned to you by clicking the Assigned to Me switch. An SNS pane can also be used to filter data modules according to its standardized numbering system. The SNS can also be customized for your project. The grid shows us the relevant information about each data module, including status, which is shown using different color labels. We can also drill into the data module record to see other information relating to it by clicking on the chevron icon. The first tab just gives us an overview with some details about the data module. The second tab, Where Used, gives us a list of other data modules which reference this data module. The third tab, Graphics, shows us the graphics which are referenced in the data module. The graphics can also be expanded to give a better view. The numbers of graphics referenced in a data module is also shown by a symbol and a number in the DMRL. The fourth tab, History, is a log of activity over time relating to that data module, including all workflow processes, up issues, and any other relevant information. The fifth tab, Comments. This is where any comments that have been made by a user will be logged. Comments can also be edited and deleted here. The sixth and final tab is Attachments. This is where any attachments relating to the data module will be displayed. They can also be downloaded here by clicking the link. This is useful for storing source data or validation certificates against a data module, for example. The grid also has a right-click menu which is contextual, so the options available to you will depend on what is selected and what status the data module is currently at in its workflow. Again, depending on roles and permission, you may have more or fewer menu options available to you. For example, if you're an author, by default you will not have the administration menu, although custom roles can be created to allow any mix of permissions and roles depending on your company or department requirements. In the next video, we'll look at creating projects.